today, Triangle Travels are heading over to the Stonham Barnes Bike Show. Yes, you've guessed it right, it is at Stonham. I'm not sure whether it's Stonham Aspel or just Stonham. Anyway, we were hoping to do a live feed from the site, and YouTube, according to the live stream button I pressed, came up with you have to hit 50 subscribers, of which the club has done a fantastic job, and a couple of friends and family, to get to the magic 50. So I'm frantically pressing buttons and trying to get live feed. But anyway, got hold of YouTube in the end, and they've come back and said, because I thought it might have been, it said 24 hours and then security checks and various other bits and pieces, which I guess is probably right in today's climate of live streaming from various parts of the country. That seems a bit lively. But they've now come back and said that we need 1,000 subscribers before we can do a live feed. So guess what? That would be a monumental task to get 1,000. I'm not saying it's not possible, but at the end of the day, we created a YouTube channel just for the sort of club members who perhaps given up riding or can't make the events that we go on, and just as a little I'll just make sure, there we go, a little sort of memento of times gone by, and in 100 years time, when the 200-year celebration of the Triangle Motorcycle Club, that's if the world is still here by then, we can look back and say, cool, look at the bikes then, weren't they ancient, and all those things we said when we look back at the first 100 years and interviewed the old boys and everything else like that, although technically I suppose we're old boys now, aren't we? But anyway, enough of my waffle, as always. You don't really want to see the boring Worcester Road again, so I will pick you up when we get to the Worcester service station, where we're meeting up with the committee and volunteers for the day, and then it will be towards Stonham Barnes the next time. So see you soon. Well, I'm always the first to arrive at these places, me being super keen, but we'll see. Just negotiate this dodgy roundabout and see if I am. But no, there could well be someone here already, even more super keen than me. Yes, there is. Aha! Yes, all super duper keenness. Waving to everybody, and it's all tickety boo. I'm not going to go down there, I'm going to go around here just to annoy everybody else watching out for this Range Rover. I think you see me. Anyway, we're here in the grand scheme of things, and looks like everyone else is turning up as well. In the grand scheme of things, hey, mornings. Well, we're running now. Well, we're here with a memorable ride, if not a little bit fresh and a little bit windy, but we're here now. But there has been a complaint. There has been a complaint from the International Space Station that Steve's exhaust is a little bit on the loud side. I'm sure it will be fine, but crikey Charlie, that is bloody loud. Oh, we've now been ushered down to our little bit, a bit of off-roading, but here we are at our stand. Oh, this looks professional, doesn't it? Let's make sure we don't fall off, Terry. Let's make sure we don't fall off. Make sure we get here. No, we're all parking round there. Follow everybody else. Morning. All right. Follow everybody else. Make sure you don't fall off because you look complete arse. We're here now. Oh, that's all right. there's been a complaint from the International Space Station. You woke them up this morning. Crikey, that is loud. I was going to say that is he's got to keep it just about tick over. Any more than that, and there's blood coming out your ears. That does sound good though.
And it's only for safety. What, your safety, so they can come.
That is loud. But anyway, we're here all nice and safe. That's the main thing. Videoing of everybody moving their bikes into position. You can always edit and move things afterwards. But yeah, we're now lining up our bikes in chronological order. I'm not sure about chronological order. At the front, I'm sure they know what pattern and style they're doing it in. Looks so organised. The tent has been erected. I didn't want to video it while everyone was doing the necessary adjustments because sometimes these things go horribly wrong. But there's our tent. It's now, what's the time? 9:15. I'm not sure what time people start. 10 o'clock is the event start? I'm not sure. Anyway, we've got everybody here, and we will be moving the bikes about, but we've got a good collection as always. We'll be moving the bikes to the front of the stand very shortly. But I thought we'd just get I do like that Ninja. A few little snaps before everyone else and the hordes arrive. Yeah, so we won't go on about Steve's noisy exhaust, but here we are with everybody mingling. There we go.
Now we get a nice warm welcome for Lee Bowers, ladies and gents. Flatland stunt extraordinaire. Give him a wave, give him a cheer as he comes past. He's going to kick this show off with his custom drift bike.
Continental 650 drift bike.
He's running around on a custom built.
You see before you. Put your hands together and make some noise. Start your engines for Europe's #1 professional freestyle stunt rider. The holder of multiple Guinness World Records, countless UK and European freestyle champion titles, and a true pioneer of this extreme sport. Riding a GT Continental 650 drift bike, prepared to be amazed and dazzled by what you see before you. Put your hands together and make some noise as we welcome into the arena the almighty Lee Bowers.
Swing on that.
Now the sun is out.
Sorry, mate.
That's okay. Now the sun is out. We're going to have a little wander over. There's people still working over there. Look, go and have a wander. Oh, the RD 250. Look. I remember when they did the RD Cup, Saturday afternoon, ITV I think it was. I think that's where Tommy Bridewell first broke into the scene. I think it was. But yeah, the sun's coming out here at Stonham Barns. Just have a quick spin through some of the vintage stuff. And then head on to this stand, which is the Suffolk section of wherever it is, vintage Japanese bikes. And here are some awesome bits of kit. Including that GT380, which is rather nice. Usual amounts of kettles. I wonder if I can find really good to find my old bike, which was the DT175MX, but in the meantime we've got some gorgeous bits of kit here, including the CBX. When they first squeezed that engine in that bike, what were they thinking of? Especially though the forks are so skinny. Z400. I remember when the Z600 came out. It was at Z650. That was very nice. But yeah, some nice bits of kit about. Here we go. And here we are, and they're buzzing around, looking at the bikes the way you do. And then all of a sudden you just pan round and here he is, look, the famous man himself, look. See, I've actually got you. He can be on our YouTube channel now.
Yeah.
Did you want to put a mask on, or do you want me to blur your face out?
Yeah,
or
if you could just put, I don't know, a couple of round tops, sunglasses.
Yeah, you're famous. You're becoming very famous now. Yes.
Do you think?
Yes. With all the mutters and the various other things and the giraffes and all that kind of stuff. Compulsive viewing now, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm going to be caught close to a GS 1250.
Oh, well, there you go.
Get an extra 100,000 subscribers. Yeah, and lose all the ones I've got.
Because that was me who said about doing the live stream, because we were going to do a live stream, but you need 1,000 subscribers to do a live stream. We've only got 50.
You'll soon get there.
But no, it's good to actually get you live and exclusive. Look, live and exclusive. I'll stop it now. Look. Usual collection of stands. Oh, some Speedway stuff, look. Reasonably priced jackets. Actually, quite a decent price. 40 squidlies. A good selection of kit that's about here at Stonham. I've got myself some jeans. You paid 40 quid though. Paid a little bit more than that, but hey ho. I'm not gonna wander around all of the stands, but there's a good selection of bikes here. It does go on all the way down there. We've got some trials riding going off as well. Good selection of food, rather nice latte. Thanks, Jury, for buying that. And then we've got what's going on down here. Then we've got the police stand. I'm sure they won't recognise me. We've got extreme bikes, which we haven't seen as yet. I think that's this afternoon. And then we've got the collection of fire and rescue service and a selection of police bikes. Oh, people are actually sitting on bikes. It's good, isn't it? And then someone's doing some sort of filming of someone doing some filming. Like. This selection of retro bikes. this bad boy. You can't beat the old Ducatis. Nice looking bikes. A good turnout, I think, once the weather broke. Just do this final little spin round, and then that will call that a day. It's a shame we couldn't do a live feed, but maybe next year.